for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hands it off out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. it's Burrow. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake. Strong. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Looking sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, Strong. Back to Kamara for another catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Strong. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third down, goal to go from the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On fourth down, Strong. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Just keeping the play alive. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Locke gonna throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Sponge. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, past the 20, 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the turnover, here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Locke. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Lock now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Lock. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lock off a play action. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. The Saints on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action with Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one sent away. Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength. And we see why there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw again on second down. Locke going deep downfield for Ross. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with Kamara. Fights him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Here's Locke.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now Locke.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Burrow.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw, Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. And they give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it! The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.